Hey, welcome, Domain Dave, back from the cold and flu. Think I still sound like it, but I'm back. And today we have another wine, this time a hopeful spring wine. This is a wine I found for $9.99 at a local wine shop. It's the Rosé All 2023. It's an IGP Pas d'Ac wine. Pas d'Ac is... IGP and Pas d'Ac are kind of the same thing. IGP is the wines from the places in France that don't conform to all the rules and the regulations, the AOC regions, but are of the region. They just don't conform. It doesn't mean anything bad about them necessarily. And I mean, it might have at one time, but there could be a very, very good one. And the Pas d'Ac means it's from the Languedoc. The Languedoc is in southeast corner of France. It's on the Mediterranean and there's mountains on the other side. So it's got all the things. You get water on one side, you got hills on the other, and you get stops the breezes and what have you. This is a Grenache Rosé. Provence, which is the home of Rosé wines, is just up the coast to farther east and upwards. So the Rhone Valley is one of the homes of the Grenache wines in France, and this is a Grenache wine in the Languedoc, and Provence does Rosé, and this does Rosé too, so it's kind of from there. It's from a wine company, and they do a couple of different versions of the Rosé All Day, and it actually gets really, really good reviews. It's got Wine Enthusiast gave it a Best Buy award twice. Like I said, $9.99. A Sommelier Journal gave it 93 points. So I mean, and I can kind of see why it does that, because I'm going to take a sip and we're going to talk about why a $9 nondescript wine with this, cutesy name from the Languedoc. And Languedoc's a place where most of the value wines in France come from. The people who drink wine in France drink wine from the Languedoc. I mean, the expensive wines come from up north, and they drink that too. But if you're an everyday wine drinker, Languedoc's where they go. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It is a far bolder wine than rosé that I was expecting. Some of these south of France ones are just as light and, sunshine in a bottle type of wines. This one's got a little bit of weight to it. And I can, when you're drinking wine in these publications stuff, the wine that doesn't do what everybody else does, but still does it well, tends to get good grades because it sticks out like a sore thumb or a good wine. And this is it. This is a wine that's going to have it's got an odd nose, not odd in a bad way, but it's hard to, sometimes it's easy. Oh, peaches and pears and all that. No, this doesn't have that. And the flavor profile is a little bit harder to describe. But I would overall describe it as rather tasty. And as for the Rosé All Day, well, it might be a little bit heavy. It's not a heavy wine at all, but the flavor, it's not, like I said, it's not like one of those light and breezy wines that you can sip by the pool or on a bistro all, laze the summer day away. This one's got a little bit of, it's still 12.5 in the alcohol. It's not much on that. Oh, and I also put all the nutritional values for it. A glass is 100 calories, and this is vegan friendly and all that. Yeah, it kind of stands out from the crowd. Which, and it's got a nice, nice bottle, nice packaging. A $10 rosé, you don't want to take itself too serious, and it doesn't. It's got just a white label and a nice printed Rosé All Day on it, like it's a, like a billboard for a little house wine place, and hey, we got Rosé All Day today. So it kind of gives the right message. And you drink it, and it's like, yeah. Today's the day to drink Rosé All Day. Though, coming off the flu, for some reason when you have the flu, you don't feel like drinking wine. Today it's going down very nicely, and I'm glad for that. There is peach pie. I just picked up peach pie. I don't know where that came from. You know, it's got that vanilla thing in there, and I don't know where the vanilla would come from because I don't think this sought out some oak. It shouldn't have. But it's got that thing, and I thought tart cranberry and maybe some black cherry, and you know, it's got those kind of flavors. I mean, I think that's so right with me. It's the Rosé All Day 2023. They hide the vintage date way in the back in the corner. It took a while, you know, I never saw that before. But then again, you know, when you're drinking rosé, you're not looking for a very good year, just looking for a nice, affordable wine at a good price. So there we go. This is Domain Dave back from coughing his lungs out, and you know they're still working. So keep it cheap. I've got a cheap Aldi wine coming up, but hopefully a good one. And I'm talking maybe in a couple more days if I don't have a relapse. And so adios, keep it cheap. It's going to be 50 here part of the time, so I think we survived the winter. And I'll be talking to you in a couple of days. Adios, keep it cheap. Bye bye.